Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the University of Michigan Soccer Stadium here in Ann Arbor. Thank you for joining us here on WCBN. I'm Aydin Abdollahi. Alongside me is Taryn Ryan. We're bringing you live Big Ten action. Indiana playing against Michigan, the hosts. Both teams struggling in Big Ten action this year. Indiana 1-2-4, that one win coming up against Northwestern last time out on Thursday. Michigan 2-3-2 on the season. Taryn, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a strong defensive game. Neither of them have recently let teams run away with it. So really, they just got to get those opportunities on the offensive side. And Indiana may have that momentum off their last game, the shocking win against Northwestern. But it really is anyone's game.
Definitely, and the starting lineup is being named right now. So coming into this one, Michigan is 10th in the Big Ten standings. Indiana's 13th. 8 points for Michigan, 7 points for Indiana. Only 1 point between them, so it should be a tight matchup here in Ann Arbor. So the Wolverines naming a pretty familiar lineup for the most part. Ellie Fife, the defender, number 24, doesn't always start. She's in there today. Other than that, a pretty usual lineup for the Wolverines. Indiana starting mostly the same team that started in that win against Northwestern. Natasha Kim steps into the lineup, as well as Paige Droner, not starters against that Northwestern win. So a few new faces for the Hoosiers. Danny Jacobson in goal for the Hoosiers. Sophie Homan in goal for the Wolverines. Players taking to the sidelines for one final time before kickoff.
And the crowd is getting them hyped for sure. There's a lot of people out here on this beautiful Sunday in Ann Arbor.
Really good atmosphere. Stands pretty packed for this Sunday noon game. Big Ten action here on WCBN. Captains taking the fields. Jenna Lang, one of the captains, get their final huddle in. Should be good to go in just a second here. So in the series, Michigan leads 18-7-4, but they haven't won since 2017. So Indiana has dominated the series since then. The last time they played was in October. That was 2023 in Bloomington. Indiana won that one 1-0. So it'll be big for the Wolverines to get a win here in Ann Arbor today as we're set for kickoff. So again, both these teams not doing great in Big Ten play, 10th and 13th respectively, Michigan in 10th. But Indiana's only 1 point behind Michigan, so a win for them could overtake Michigan in the standings. So So we mentioned that Wolverine lineup. Vicky Jones, also the midfielder, not someone who usually starts for the Wolverines. She'll be in that Wolverine midfield today. So the Hoosiers are all set. Wolverines just breaking out of their final huddle. Wolverines on the kickoff. Elle Irvin will set things in motion. We are underway here. Irvin sets things in motion, gives it to Addie Wallach to start things off. League has it for her first touch. Back to Ellie Fife at center back. Looks like the back three for the Wolverines. Campbell Jewell in at left center back. Ellie Fife at center back. And then Anaya League in that right center back position. Here's Fife on the ball now. Walking it forward. She's got Campbell on the left. Chooses to go back to Sophie Holman for her first touch of the day. Holman takes a touch outside the 18-yard box, walking this one forward a little bit. This one's going long now. Sophie Holman, long diagonal, searching for Burrell, headed out for a Wolverine throw just past the halfway line. This one's cleared away by the Hoosiers. It's going to be throwing for the Wolverines in that same spot. Campbell Jewell is on it. Jewell throws this one in, looking for Irvin. In that corner now, pressure coming in, throwing for a nice back heel from the Hoosiers. Ball still in play, now it rolls out. Jewell will be on the throwing again. Jewell throwing this one in, bounces right in front of Irvin. Irvin trying to hold out the ball. Miscontrols it and sends it out for a Hoosiers throw. Kim takes a throw. Wolverines win it back now, but unable to find a teammate. Now this will roll back for Danny Jacobson. Her first touch of the day. Gets it back again. The goalkeeper for the Hoosiers sending it out to the left side now. Bella Haggerty sends this one up. League is there to clean it up. League shielding the ball away. Finally finds Jenna Lang. Up to Pritch. Pritch can't control it. Albert able to intercept. Jacobson now gives it to Olivia Albert. Excuse me, that's Bella Haggerty. Haggerty at that left back spot. Sending this one into midfield. Bosley's there. And is sent out for a Wolverine throw. Wallach sends this one into Pritch. Pritch to Lang. Lang, long ball in search of Fife. Can't get it under control, and it's cleared away by the Hoosiers. Campbell is able to head that one back into Hoosier territory. It's won back by the Wolverines. Fife on the ball now. Now here's League. Back to the goalkeeper, Sophie Holman. Holman just on top of that 18-yard box. Fife now can drive into space. Fife surveying. Turns back and finds her goalkeeper, Holman. Fife finds it once again. Big one up to Gabrielle Pritch. Pritch can't control it. Bella Haggerty can. Now here come the Hoosiers. Chance to come forward, but it's given away. Now here's Campbell Jewell for the Wolverines. Burrell, her first touch of the day. Now here's Fife with space. Just at that halfway line. Long ball to Lang. Lang can't get on the end of it. Jacobson lets this one roll out for a goal kick. 41 minutes in, no shots for either side. Jacobson will take this goal kick. Jacobson again. Bella Haggerty just on top of her own 18, drives forward a little bit now. Lang intercepts. Rush now. Now here's Ham. Ham sends this one all the way back to her goalkeeper. It's bouncing in front of her. She has to clear it away. And it's out for a Wolverine throw just at the halfway mark on the right-hand side.
These teams both seem to be having controlling issues, trying the long balls and not being able to complete them today.
League on the throw. Wallach shows for it. Pritch and Irvin are up there. It goes to Irvin. Irvin nicely heads it down for Lang. Lang cutting inside now on her left foot. Bosley now has space in midfield. Spreads it out wide for Callie Burrell on the corner of the 18. Burrell cuts inside, takes on the shot. First shot of the day, nowhere near the target. But nicely worked over to Burrell, cutting inside, taking on the shot well wide of the post. Goal kick. Hoosiers looking to play this one short. Got a couple players in that 18-yard box. Played short to the goalkeeper, Jacobson. Jacobson finds Haggerty now. Playing it around the back now. Haggerty back to Jacobson. Haggerty finds it again under heavy pressure from the Wolverines, pressing high up the pitch and paying dividends. Wolverines get a throw-in out of it. Really good press from the Wolverines. Lang into Pritch. Lang finds it again. Lang on her left foot, looking to send in the cross. Here it comes. It's floated to the back post. It's Bosley, gets a free header. Headed it downwards, not troubling Danny Jacobson's goal, but another shot for the Wolverines. Bosley on the end of that one. Ball in midfield now. Hoosiers trying to get it under control. Unsuccessful. Campbell Jewell able to find Ellie Fife now. Wolverines in control so far. Campbell Jewell, nice ball up to Addie Wallach. A little too far for her, and it rolls out for a throw-in on the right-hand side for the Hoosiers. Throw-in intercepted by Burrell. Burrell sends a pass. It's deflected out for a Wolverine throw. Burrell on the throw. Wallach showing for it in midfield. Irvin down the sideline. Left foot cross, blocked straight away, and now for a throw-in by that left corner. Burrell is on it. Finds Irvin again. Irvin spinning away from pressure, losing out in the end. Campbell Jewell now has it in the back. Now it's Fife. Back to Homan. Fife showing for it again. Right next to Homan on top of that 18-yard box. Homan finds Fife. Played forward. Headed along. Almost finding Lang. Pritch now challenging for it. Lang finds it eventually. Good step over from her. Creating space. Lang again. Long ball over the top looking for L. Irving. Jacobson now.
It does seem a bit like the wind is their enemy right now.
The wind is pretty strong at the moment, so if they want to play that long ball, they're going to have to take a risk with it because that wind is blowing in the other direction, carrying the ball. Jacobson clearing now into midfield. Nice touch by Neighbors. Long ball over the top, the flag comes up. They left it anyway, so it won't be a free kick. Jewell is able to collect this one. Jewell in that left back position, sending it all the way to Irvin. Irvin sending it back for Wallach. Wallach driving forward now, still has it. Now it's Jewell again, driving into space, looking for Irvin again, intercepted by Albert. Here's Neighbors now, outside of the foot pass. Jones picks it up. Pritch has it now in the box, and it's cleared away by Albert. A promising opening 10 for Michigan. 35 minutes left now. 10 minutes into this first half. They look to be in total control over the Hoosiers. Wallach collects this one under pressure, has to dribble back. Over the top, looking for Pritch again. Rolls almost to Irvin, but Albert able to clear it. Vicky Jones now into midfield for Wallach. Wallach spreading it out wide for Jenna Lang. Jenna back to goal. Under pressure from Ham. Spins away, still has it, but pokes it out. Eventually, good press. The double team from the Hoosiers gives them a throw. So 10 minutes in, 2 shots for the Wolverines. Not 2 shots that troubled the goal too much, but good play from the Wolverines early on. The Hoosiers, nothing to show for it so far. Jones with the challenge. Referee not happy with it. Free kick just behind that halfway line on the left side for the Hoosiers. Albert will be on the free kick. Long ball over the top. Jones winning that one in league. Big clearance. Hoofed it up to the halfway line. Albert throw in now. Finds Ham. Albert trying to find it again. Hit her last, so it's a Wolverine throw. League on the throw in on the right-hand side for the Wolverines goes into Lang. Lang one-touch pass back. League now finds Lang again. Backheel through the legs from Lang. Finds Irvin. Irvin dropping deep to find that one. Jones finding Fife. Good skill from Jenna Lang to find L. Irvin. Fife to Wallach in midfield. Wallach checks back, goes back to Fife now. Pritch finds it. Now League almost able to control that one, but Neighbors intercepts. Now a nice overlapping run from the Hoosiers. And a good tackle from Jewel. Hoosiers still able to keep it though. Long ball into the 18, Fife. Nicely dealt with. Now Pritch challenging for this header. She's won it. Nice pass by Irvin to find Pritch. Pritch trying to drive down the sideline, loses out. Eventually, Olivia Smith on the challenge. Jacobson now in goal, collects this one. Out wide to Bella Haggerty at that left back position. Long ball over the top, stays on the left side. League is there for the Wolverines. Good composure from her. Vicky Jones now, loose touch. Here come the Hoosiers now. Here's Rush, finding Smith. Smith in midfield, surveying. Goes back to Albert. Albert finds Haggerty out wide to the left. Long ball into the 18-yard box. Neighbors was almost on the end of it, but Jewel clearing with the left foot into Hoosier territory now. Wolverines pinned a little bit back. Albert. Now it's Jacobson, the goalkeeper for the Hoosiers. Driving it out wide to Haggerty. Haggerty, long ball over the top. League dealing with it. So maybe just a little bit of a shift in momentum. See the Wolverines dominating in the opening 10. Hoosiers enjoying a little bit of a spell of possession now. Albert throwing into the 18-yard box. A good ball in. Here's the flick, and it's in. Paige Droner got the touch with the outside of the foot. Breaks the deadlock for the Hoosiers. It's their first shot of the day. And it's 1-0 Indiana.
That was a great shot. I really don't think the Wolverines knew what was going on. To me, it didn't even look like a shot. It was a tap. It almost seemed as if they were trying to pass it again, but it worked out, and they really turned it around after the Wolverines had really started to find their pockets earlier.
So we talked about the momentum shift really paying dividends there. The cross came into the box, and the Wolverines not equipped to deal with it. The left foot touch, the outside of the right foot touch from Paige Droner, instinctive, rolled all the way to the back post. Holman couldn't do anything about it. Now the Wolverines are behind. Wallach poking it out wide. Now here come the Hoosiers again. Pass to Lang. Switch of play. Bosley able to read it. Another chance for the Hoosiers. Here's Ledwith losing out eventually. Paige Droner, the goal scorer, sending it out wide. Another cross coming into the box. It's a dangerous one. It rolls all the way out for a goal kick, but see the Wolverines really being caught off guard by those crosses, one from the left-hand side and another from the right-hand side, both looking dangerous for Indiana. Homan on the goal kick. Lang challenging. Here's Wallach looking for Pritch. Not going to find her. Jacobson collects. Jacobson again for the Hoosiers. Now here's Haggerty into Rush. Ham finds Rush. Rush looking for the long one. Headed away by Fife. Rush finds it again. Protects it from Wallach. Good strength from Rush. Wallach committed the foul.
Indiana's really upped the intensity since the first half since the first 10 minutes when they seemed really timid. Now they're warmed up and ready to go.
Wind blowing pretty hard now here in Ann Arbor. Albert on the free kick just past the halfway line. Long ball into the box. Still in there. Bosley now able to find Wallach on the left. Wallach driving forward now. She's got space in front of her. Tries to find Irvin, a little bit loose, and Irvin toe pokes it away. Back to the Hoosiers. Jacobson finding Haggerty, a little bit of a difficult ball to control. Haggerty nonetheless brings it down well. Jacobson finds it once again. Haggerty with lots of space in front of her. Looking for an option. Big one over the top. Fife heading it away. Bosley able to poke that one to Fife. Now here's Pritch finding it in midfield, giving it away. Here come the Hoosiers again with Ledwith. A lot of space on the right. Here they come striding down the wing, and tackle from Jewell. Still with the Hoosiers though. Here's Olivia Rush. Haggerty coming forward now. First time ball into the box again, all the way to the back post. And picked up by Homan. So 2 shots for the Wolverines, 1 shot for the Hoosiers. That 1 shot ended up in their goal. Homan drops this one. Can clear it up the field now. Here's Jewell at the center circle. Finds Wallach. Wallach cutting inside on her right foot. Finds Bosley in midfield. Bosley sends it back to Fife. Fife with space. Over the top. Not finding anyone. They get it back though. Here's Callie Burrell. Burrell finds it again. Here's Bosley at the center circle. Fife now, just past halfway. Fife into Pritch. Pritch can't bring it in. Irvin finds it now for the Wolverines. Irvin can't control it. Now here's a chance to counter for the Hoosiers. It's Ham. Ham looking for an option. Still Ham. Ledwith now takes on the shot from distance. It bounced right in front of Holman. Holman tips it out with the left hand, and it's the first corner of the day for the Hoosiers.
They've really been having a good time with these long crosses. Now, the Wolverines will probably be expecting it, but they really could get some action on this play.
So a shot from about 30 yards from Ledwith. Didn't look like it was too strong of a shot. Maybe the wind taking it a little bit unexpectedly. Holman having to parry it out for a corner. On the right-hand side for Indiana. Right-footed corner. Here comes the outswinger from Neighbors into that penalty area, headed away by Vicky Jones. Now here's Grace Ham giving it away. Chance to counter for the Wolverines now. Burrell can lead it. Irvin making the run over the top. The ball is too far. Only finding Jacobson for the Hoosiers. Jacobson finds Haggerty on the left. Haggerty back to Jacobson. Jacobson with all the time in the world. The ball in the 18-yard box. Finds Haggerty. Now here's Rush in midfield. Sends it back to Haggerty. Rush finding it again. Ham making the run. They found her now. Ham on the left-hand side. Can send it across. Up against League now. On her right foot now. Good work from League. Pokes that ball away and able to clear it out for a Hoosier throw. So League clearing that one, still in Wolverine territory. Albert taking the throw. Ledwith now. Ledwith sending in another cross. Burrell can't clear it. Here comes a shot. It's well over the bar. Appealing for a deflection. It didn't take one. It's a Michigan goal kick. So Jablinski comes in for Gabrielle Purge. She'll play up top with Elle Irvin. So maybe we'll get a different look up top for the Wolverines. In need of a goal. 23 minutes left in the half. 1-0 down. Haggerty on the throw. Finds it back from her goalkeeper, Danny Jacobson. Jones collects this one. Wallach trying to clear. Wallach winning it again. Here's Lang now. Irving. Spreading it out wide for Burrell. Burrell on her right foot now. Loose touch given away, but it's cleared away all the way back for the center back, Ellie Fife. Now it's Anaya League. Touch takes her back a little bit. Has to go back to Sophie Holman. Now Holman boosts this one up. Rush heading this one onwards. Burrell finding it, trying to take it past Natasha Kim. Kim pokes it out for a throw.
Number 17, Ella Sims.
So Ella Sims comes on for Addie Wallach. Throwing for the Wolverines just on that halfway mark on the left. Jewel on the throw. Challenge in midfield, nothing wrong with that one. We'll play on. Here's Grace Ham on the left. Now Now it's Smith. Aydin Volchek now. Back to Jacobson. Now here's Albert picking it up under pressure. Wolverines can't capitalize. They had 3 or 4 players surrounding her. Won it right back, but couldn't spring the counter. Nice win by Fife. Now here's Lang. Up top looking for Irvin. Irvin using her body, finding that one almost. Now here's Jablinski. Her first action. Jablinski winning that ball on the corner. Left foot cross, blocks right away. She finds it again. Nice idea. Looking for a teammate out wide. It'll roll out for a goal kick, though. We got a few subs for the Hoosiers now.
10, Ella Stanley. And number 12, Marissa Gresham.
So a goal kick for the Hoosiers, 20 minutes left in the half. 1-0 Indiana, 3 shots now for the Hoosiers, 2 shots for the Wolverines. Wolverines looked like the better side in the opening 10. That soon changed. And the Hoosiers opened the scoring. Irvin now. Jablinski on the right. Low cross to the near post. Lang almost finding it. Hoosiers able to clear. Throw in for the time being. Into Irvin. Loose touch, finding it again though. Irvin, left foot cross. No one in the box. Now here come the Hoosiers, chance to counter. Neighbors recycling this one. Smith now in midfield. Now it's Rush. Good win from Jablinski. Jablinski finds it again. Looking for Irvin on the through ball. Can't find her, but it's cleared away for a throw. Jablinski on the throw. Deep in Indiana territory. Lang finds it. Nice pass with her left foot. Cut inside from Irvin. Irvin to Burrell. Callie Burrell takes on the shot. Hoosiers have it. Bosley challenging. Blocking the clearance. It'll stay with the Hoosiers on the throw. $18 minutes left in the half. Still 1-0 Indiana. Flicked on for Ledwith. Ledwith against League. Trying to find Neighbors in the corner. Fife reads it. Cleared by Homan. This one will roll out for a Wolverine throw. Deep in that Indiana half on the right-hand side. Jablinski on the throw. Looking for Sims. Sims, ball into the box. It's a really good one. Falls out to Bosley. Bosley top of the 18. Now here's Jenna Lang, takes on the shot. It's on target, but it's easy for Danny Jacobson. Jacobson now will roll it out to Aydin Volchek. Volchek trying to clear it forward. Irvin not letting her, deflecting that one, sending it out for a throw. Get another substitution. Prattle coming into the game for the Hoosiers. We'll play in that left center back position. Both teams playing with the back 3. Fife, League, and Jewell in the Wolverine back three. It'll be Volchek, Haggerty, and Prattle in that Hoosier back three. Cleared away by the Wolverines. Irvin finds it. Jewell unable to collect. Throw in Michigan. 15 minutes left in the half. This throw finds Gabrielle Perch. Now it's Jones finding Lang at the top of the 18. Lang ended up committing the foul. Be a free kick for the Hoosiers inside that 18-yard box. Jacobson on the free kick. Deep in the Wolverine half, Bosley winning the header. Olivia Rush now. Olivia Smith. Bella Haggerty now. Long ball looking for Prattle. It'll roll all the way out for a Wolverine goal kick. 3 Olivias on the field, by the way, for the Hoosiers. Olivia Albert, Olivia Rush, and Olivia Smith. Holman on the goal kick. .5 left in the first half. Still 1-0 Hoosiers. Goal from Paige Droner, excuse me. Four shots for the Wolverines, 3 shots for the Hoosiers, as this one's cleared away by Anaya League. Will roll out for a throw. Haggerty throwing it into throwing it into Prattle. Now Ledwith challenging with League for that one. League wins it and sends it back to Fife. Now it's Homan. Ellie Fife has space, finds Campbell Jewell. Fife will find it again just on top of her own 18-yard box. She can drive forward just a little bit, sends in the left foot ball to Jenna Lang. Bosley looking for Jablinski. Now here's Ledwith. Jablinski tracking back and poking it away for the throw.
Neither team has really been dominating in the past 10 or so minutes.
Neighbors on the end of that throw. Fife able to win it. And then Jablinski picking up the free kick for the Wolverines.
Hopefully this will give them time to set up, because the Wolverines have had a lot of touches. They've just not been able to travel with a friend that they can pass to in the center.
Jones finding Fife, loose touch. And a late challenge from Fife gives the Hoosiers a free kick. Ella Stanley winning that one. Olivia Albert on the free kick. Sends it long into the 18, flicked on. Ledwith trying to find it. Jablinski able to clear it. Throw in deep in that Michigan half. Able to clear it for now, but the Wolverines are pinned back. Every single Wolverine in their own half. Volchek finding Smith. Smith finding Burrell now. Smith winning it back. Ball in midfield now. Long ball finds Prattle on the left. Down the sideline for Neighbors. Neighbors on her right foot. Cross to the near post, scooped up by Homan. Nice throw to Burrell. Burrell can drive forward into space on the left. Bosley now in midfield. Now it's Jewell on the left. Finds Burrell inside. Burrell finding it in midfield. Irvin now back to Burrell. Wolverines able to push their players up the field a little bit more now. Every single Wolverine up in that Hoosier half now. Burrell cutting it inside, giving it away, but League wins it back, clears it, and it finds the feet of Jewell. Jewell on her left foot looking to send in the cross. It's up to Irvin. Irvin can't control it. Poked away to Jablinski. Nice move from her. Prattle read it. Now here's Olivia Rush. Ledwith is on the left. Can't find her. League intercepts. Now here's Fife for the Wolverines. Finds Jewell on the left. Burrell making the run. Burrell finding it. Beautiful ball to her. Trying to poke it away from pressure, but it's out for a goal kick. This will give him time to sub now.
That was a great play. They really found each other and got it all the way down the field without letting the wind impact their ability to do a long kick. It just, there was no one in the box to intercept it.
Definitely. Callie Burrell making the run, striding down the left wing, and a really good ball from Jewell to pick her out, but just couldn't poke it away from pressure. So, about 9 minutes left in the half now. Wolverines still down 1. Winning the shot battle 4-3, but losing in the only stat that matters. Jacobson taking the goal kick. Jewell battling for it, loses out. Now they'll win it. Burrell looking for her teammate. Hoosiers have it in midfield now. Olivia Rush. Space to pick out a teammate. It's Prattle now on the left. Difficult ball to control. She can't do so, and it's cleared away by Jablinski, and she picked up a late challenge at the end there, so free kick for the Wolverines. Jablinski picking this one up. Now it's Jones. Fife at center back. Space for Jewell on the left. Now it's Burrell. Jewell on the overlap. Burrell under pressure. Goes back to Jewell. Jewell to Sims. Nice cut. Jewell on her left foot. Still has it. Campbell Jewell still going. Losing out in the end. Now here come the Hoosiers. Chance to counter. Nice tackle from Jablinski. Winning it back for the Wolverines. Still a Tapia into the game for the Wolverines in that right center back spot. Here's Burrell. Now Aaron Junkman new into the game. Tapia cutting inside. Finding Junkman. Junkman with space, finding Jewel. Jewel on her left foot, chance to send it across into Irvin, cleared away. Now it's Burrell. Jewel, nice one too. Burrell has space on the left. Burrell searching for a teammate. Into the box, it's Irvin! Gets ahead on it. Another promising attack from the Wolverines. The cross from Burrell found the head of Irvin. Irvin can't find the target.
Now one for the Hoosiers, 18, Kristen Murphy.
Goal kick from Jacobson. Sent past midfield. Touch from Chatterton, excuse me. Jones picks it up for the Wolverines. Spreads it to Jewel. Now here's Fife. Tapia showing for it. Fife still looking for someone, can't find anyone, has to go back to their goalkeeper, Sophie Holman. Fife finds it again, turning, driving now. Burrell on the left, Jewel making the run. Junkman now at the center circle, giving it away. Volchek down the sideline. Good defensive work from Tapia. Past her now, Jablinski poking it away. Jenna Chatterton for the Hoosiers trying to make something happen. Jablinski was there.
Jablinski's been doing a really good job of being there and getting the tackle, which has been really helping to keep shots away from the goal.
Definitely, she was put up there as a forward when she came in, but she's been dropping back, helping back defensively for the Wolverines. Goal kick now for Michigan. 4 minutes left in the half. Still looking for that equalizer. Holman pushing her teammates up the fields. Big kick from her, past halfway, flicked on by Junkman. Long through ball from the Hoosiers, finds the hands of Sophie Holman. Holman can boot it up now. She drops this one, she'll drive forward now. Has it outside her 18, now she'll clear it away. Raghunandanan trying to win that header, sent out for a throw. Jablinski on the throw. Trying to find Raghunandanan. Jablinski heading it away. Now here's Tapia challenging for it. Good work from her. Now she finds Fife. Fife, 1-2 with Sims. Given away now, but Fife picked up the free kick. 2.5 left in the half. Free kick just on that halfway line. Jewel on it with her left foot. Long ball into the 18, flicked onwards by Jones. Out for a goal kick. Time in the first half dwindling. Wolverines searching for that equalizer. Couple decent opportunities in the most recent phase of play. No goal yet. Header won by Vicky Jones. Will roll out for a throw in. Prattle on the throw. Won by Jones. Michigan throw now. Tapia on it. Jablinski. Out for another throw, a little bit deeper in the Indiana half.
They're really pushing down.
1 minute left. Jablinski finding it under pressure. Lots of space for Jones. Now here's Raghunandanan. Cleared away by the Hoosiers. Tapia has it now on that halfway line. Gives it to Fife. Fife, left foot clearance. Flicked on, Irvin trying to find it. Cleared away again. Now here's Junkman. Out wide for Burrell. Callie Burrell beats her opponent. Cutting it back, trying to go for the nutmeg. Still has it, Callie Burrell. Nice attempt to cross it in, but blocked away. Burrell finding it once again. Now the cross comes into the box. Cleared away only as far as Tapia. Tapia out to Jablinski. Jablinski on that 18-yard box, sending in the cross as first half time comes to an end. And that'll do it for half number one. Hoosiers away from home. 1-0 up. Paige Droner with the goal early on. Wolverines need to find an equalizer. Taryn, what do you want to see more from them?
I think they just need to travel together. They really started doing that towards the end of the half because it's not that they weren't getting the taps. Players like Fife and Jablinski had been getting the ball and clearing it frequently. They just couldn't make the complete pass. This is really reminiscent of their last game against MSU where they played really strong defensively and in fact had more shots. It's just the one shot the Hoosiers made was unexpected and ended up going in.
So with that, we thank you for joining us here on WCBN for the first half. I'm Aydin Abdollahi. Alongside me was Taryn Ryan. Gabby Miller and Zach Warshaw will be taking over for the second half. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes. Stay tuned.
Fans, please welcome to the field for your halftime scrimmage, the Michigan Stars Oakland 2017 and 2018. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Friends, let's hear it one more time for members of the Michigan Stars Oakland 2017 and 2018. Michigan fans, congratulations to Amanda Wentz for being today's Ruth's Chris fan of the game. You are going home with a gift card to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Please collect your gift card from an event team member at the fan experience table now. Once again, congratulations to Amanda Wentz for being our Ruth's Chris fan of the game. Michigan fans, don't forget to scan the QR code on the video board so you can vote for today's Song of the Game.
Good afternoon, Ann Arbor. I'm Gabby Miller covering your second half of the Michigan Wolverines playing the Indiana Hoosiers. I'm joined with the best co-host, Zach Warshaw, and we are here to provide your second half coverage of this Big Ten matchup. As previously stated, Michigan is coming off of a loss against Michigan State, and the Indiana Hoosiers are coming fresh off a win in Big Ten play against Northwestern. Zach, bring us through a little bit of what we saw in this last half as Indiana is up 1-0.
Well, first of all, Gabby, it's a pleasure to be here in what is probably my last soccer broadcast as a Michigan student. I am so happy to be doing it with not only my favorite WCBN host, but also one of my best friends in the world. So thank you for joining me for this.
Right back at you. Super excited to be on this last call.
Yeah. Now that the SAP Fest is over, in terms of the actual game, yeah, we've seen, both teams have struggled so far this season, but that means they're both very evenly matched. Just to recap that first half, it was a lot of back and forth, 1-0 lead from Indiana, although they're losing the shot battle 5-3. Only goal they have was made by Paige Droner, which was just kind of a rocket very early. Aside from that, it's been a lot of battle for the middle ground. However, Indiana has had more chances. They are very good with their crosses. Their placement is absolutely phenomenal. They're getting a lot more setup. Even though Michigan is winning the shot battle, Indiana's possessions look more clean. So if I'm Indiana, I'm looking to continue that throughout the second half and really just put your foot on the gas. Where if Michigan, getting a lot of shots is cool. Like, obviously, shots are what win the game. But try to set something up. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Don't rush every possession you have, because although having shots is good, quality over quantity. You want to get good opportunities, good looks at the net. You don't want to shot from a horrible angle that doesn't have a high percentage chance of going in.
Completely agreed. I'm so glad, Zach, you touched on how great Indiana offensively is pressing in the box, especially on these crosses. We are seeing really strong crosses and shooting opportunities, although they are not dominating in current shots. Really seeing some strong opportunities off these crosses and really giving Michigan defensively some struggles. We're seeing both teams now break huddles, folks, and we are about to kick off. It is going to be Hoosiers ball. We are wrapping up a sideline interview as this is being broadcasted on TV through Big Ten right now, so we appreciate any viewers we are currently having through WCBN, and we are about to have this second half underway. Both teams seem to be having a 3-3-4. We're seeing a lot of offensive pressure, however, right now, though, Zach, on Indiana's side.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot, not a lot of sitting back and playing conservative. Both teams are really trying to get at it. I think they realize that, while usually their games are a mismatch, I don't mean that disrespectfully, both teams now have a really good chance to win today, and so they really want to be aggressive and just take this victory wherever they can get it, as both teams, as we mentioned, victories have been hard to come by for both squads.
All right, as Madagascar is playing, we are about to begin second half, folks. All right, and we are off. Indiana has starting this thing, and it's going to be intercepted by Lily Bosley.
We immediately see that aggression again as a little bit of a takedown there. Kennedy Neighbors for Indiana went down. Looked like Lily Bosley might have.
We're going to have a drop ball for the Wolverines here, building up from the back. We are going to have Jewel on the ball here, building back to Fife. Fife clearing it. Pritch is going to go in a battle. L. Irvin trying to connect with Pritch here. Pritch looking to expand the field. And it is unfortunately going to run out. But we are going to see Ham get back on that ball. Interesting enough, we saw Ham offensively last half, Zach, and now it looks like she is playing defensively again on the wing, but putting some pressure back defensively there. We're seeing a goalie change as well for Indiana. And that's going to be cleared.
That is very interesting, going with the goalie change, considering
their goalie played.
Danny Jacobson didn't let up a goal.
Phenomenal.
Very interesting. Now Sally Rainey is in net, the graduate student from West Lebanon, New Hampshire. So very interesting decision-making there.
Lily Bosley on the ball, trying to connect up the side. She's going to pass it to Anaya League. They're going to try and extend the field here. And that is unfortunately going to run out, but pass was intended there for Jewel.
Only criticism I have of the first half of both squads was that very sloppy passing. A lot of missed chances just because the ball was behind or way too in front and just ended up sailing out of bounds.
All right. We're going to have a throw-in from the Hoosiers. However, it's going to be deflected off another Wolverine, providing another throw-in for the Hoosiers here. Ham on the throw-in. She is going to put it in for an opportunity, flicked off, but it will be picked up by Homan, rolling back to the net. Michigan's going to regroup and reset their shape here. Homan taking her time, trying to spread apart Indiana. It's going to be sent long for a header from Irvin. Cleared, however, by the Hoosiers, by Bella Haggerty. We're going to see Ella Jablinski try and get there. However, Ham intercepting it, going down the line, driving in the middle for the Hoosiers. They're trying to find something. Going to have to build back, though. Sending it back to Haggerty again. Haggerty looking to put it through Michigan's defensive line. Anaya League on this defensive attempt. We are going to see led with, have a shot across. No one there to get it, though, and it's going to run wide.
Have to say, from both squads, something you don't normally see is very little fatigue is affecting both these teams. Usually at the start of the second half, it starts to slow down a little bit as you've been running for 45 minutes. Both teams still seem energized, and everyone's like full out sprinting. They both know they want this game so badly that no one wants to let up at all.
I agree. Well, it's a really important game for both these teams, Zach. It's important you note of that. Both are contending for lowest points currently in Big Ten. So this game means everything to them. Fighting down the sideline. It's going to be intercepted and kicked out and cleared by Fife. Irvin on the receive. She's going to beat the defensive line, and she's going to be on a breakaway, trying to find someone to connect a pass with. And it's going to be intercepted by Ham. However, there is going to be a foul, and it looks like the ref is pulling out a card. Will we see a yellow card here, folks? I think we will. And there is, in fact, going to be a card for Velchek.
Yeah, they're going to get Aydin Vilcek on a card there, which I'll look at the replay here in a second. It looks kind of incidental. That's kind of a quick card, I'm not going to lie. Not to say
there wasn't much contact there. I'm going to have to agree with Zach on that one. A little bit of a subjective call.
So Aydin Vilcek, the sophomore from Springfield, Illinois, gets the first card of the day. I'm not a ref, but I thought that was a very interesting card.
Jewel's going to be on the free kick here. We're seeing Ham and Irvin go a little at it in the box as we line up and wait for something to happen. Jenna Lang's going to come out wide, trying to spread apart this defensive pressure from the Hoosiers. The ball is played in, trying to get a piece of it. El Irvin gets a piece in to finish it. Oh, and we're going to have a contact collision between Jablinski and the new goalkeeper, Rainey, for the Hoosiers. Jablinski a little slow to get up here. It looked like there was a head-on collision. Struggling to catch her breath. She is going to be on all fours right now, slow to come up. We're probably going to see a substitution for her as she is holding her head and limping a little.
Yeah, it looked like she just knocked heads with the goalkeeper there for Indiana, Rainey, a little bit. Not so. Hope she's okay. However, just want to say, what a cross-in or kick-in by Campbell Jewell there. Absolutely placed it perfectly.
Beautiful ball.
Followed by the header that was just perfectly placed, just a little bit of contact, couldn't get it through into the goal. But great setup. I think that's Michigan's best chance they've had so far today.
I agree, and we're seeing from both teams a few players that typically don't start. Usually we see both these teams try and substitute earlier on so they can have those bodies fresh to go in second half. However, we are seeing some of those substitutions we saw in the first half as starters right now, including Ella Jablinski, who unfortunately just went down, but a really strong offensive effort, putting it all out there without hesitation. We're going to see building up from the back here. It's going to be cleared by the Hoosiers keeper, Rainey. Anaya League with a header on that clearance, and we're going to see a little bit of ping pong play in the middle. Indiana officially able to take that ball. We're going to see Haggerty try and clear it again. Vicki Jones on the ball, though, and she's going to be shoved a little out of bounds, but it will result in, from her shielding that, a Michigan throw-in that Anaya League will take.
Things might start to get a little chippy here. We're seeing a lot of contact in the second
Zach,
half.
it hasn't even been 5 minutes, and I'm starting to get a little worried.
No, you're so right. It's something to keep an eye on, Gabby.
Anaya League on the throw. It's going to bounce into the middle of the field with no one able to gain possession. Anaya League on the ball, getting it again. Going to pass it back to Sophie Homer. Homer's just going to have to desperately kick it out as she is pressed by the Indiana Hoosiers offense.
I think that ball's going to land
here by
in
Haggerty.
Indiana.
It went pretty far. Definitely in some greenery there. We're going to see a throw in for Indiana in beautiful position. It's right in front of the box. Jenna Lang on that ball. Immediate pressure, and it is going to go out of bounds, deflecting off Indiana Hoosier territory, so it will be a Michigan throw-in for Anaya Lee there. Anaya Lee looking for something. She's going to go to Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang's going to try and turn into her player out of pressure. On the floor, we're trying to see who can get this ball. She's double-teamed currently. Mia Ham on the ball. Ham on the ball now. Now we're going to see a Michigan offensive attempt. Gabrielle Pritch on the ball, passing it wide. Can we see a shooting opportunity from Callie Burrell? Callie Burrell looking to have something, and she is going to be stopped by Velchek.
Olivia Rush.
She did. And now we're going to see an offensive attempt by Ledwith, their leading scorer for the Hoosiers. And she puts it in, and it's a goal! Bottom right corner, Maggie Ledwith. And it looked like it was in slow motion, Zach. She looked calm and collected.
What you just said, I was blown away at how slow motion that was. It was not quick at all, yet she was just able to get past the defense. I thought there was a chance. It was like an inch offsides. But
I think they actually might be checking that right now, Zach. I think that actually could have been offsides as well, accounting for that slow motion feel to it.
It is under review now, too. Yeah, it was – no one was really moving real fast. Ledwith was just able to get around the defense and really just kind of tap it in and go to the bottom right corner. So Sophie Homan, as of right now, has led up her second goal of the game, which is pretty unusual. Although Michigan soccer has not been amazing this year, it's usually because the offense can't come through. Sophie Homan has been absolutely electric, the captain of this team, usually letting up only one goal a game. So interesting that now Indiana is up 2-0 for the time being with like 39 minutes remaining in the second.
Again, interesting to note that Michigan is still dominating in shots, although we are seeing more offensive opportunities presented by the Hoosiers, Zach. We're seeing all those crosses. We're seeing all those offensive threats. It was really refreshing, although Jablinski went down, to see Michigan putting on that pressure and that force and that aggression in the box, something we have not seen from the Wolverines, but are seeing the Hoosiers continue to dominate in. As this play is still under review.
While we review this, I just want to talk about the rest of the half. So Indiana has swapped out their goalie for Sally Rainey, who, for a goalkeeper, is only 5'7", which is frankly undersized for a goalkeeper. I think Michigan needs to try and explore the top of the net, try to get some shots up high and get above her, because now the height differential matters. Because like Sophie Homan, she's listed as 5'11". She's not 5'11". I'm 5'11", and I've stood next to her, and she's easily 6 feet tall. She just doesn't want to be listed as that. But having height really matters, and yeah, that's going to be a good goal, no offsides. So 2-0 Hoosiers.
That is a confirmed goal, as Zach just said, folks. I do think it is important to note there is a 2-inch difference, a 2-inch shorter goalie in net right now. So if Michigan can capitalize off of hitting those upper corners, they could easily see their way of getting back into this game. Elle Irvin's going to pass it back to Gabrielle Pritch. They are going to pass it wide and try and build something that's going to go to Jewel, to Bosley. Bosley's going to have some offensive pressure there from the Hoosiers. Jewel's going to try and desperately kick it upfield, but that is going to be intercepted by the Hoosiers again. Oh, Jewel is going to go down there, a hard fall, and she's going to be slow to come up, not even coming up yet. It's going to provide an offensive attack for Kennedy Neighbors, who is going to put it in to Kim. Kim on the ball, passing it back to Neighbors. Neighbors down the line trying to put it clear, as we know they're great at. And it's going to be cleared out by Anaya League. Jewel finally up again, a little slow, a little hesitant. She's looking a little shaken up by that last play, folks. We're going to see a throw in.
It just looks like she needs to walk it off. She kind of like ate the ground there in terms of trip and then just face planted. So just maybe a little bit of a shock value over an actual hurt, but.
We're going to see Indiana try and build up through the back, try and spread out Michigan's defense, and it's working. Michigan's defense looking a little scrambled here, trying to double team, leaving several Indiana Hoosiers players open in their offensive zone. We're going to have a throw in here, though, off of a deflection for the Wolverines. It's going to be won immediately by the Hoosiers. We're going to see Neighbors on the ball. Back to Kim.
Kim passing it through, attempting to get it to Rush, but it's going to be deflected and a throw in again for the Hoosiers. We're seeing Michigan defense look a little scrambled here, Zach.
Indiana runs their offense a lot through the right side of the field, which I'll touch on again in a second.
Neighbors trying to put something in. Rush trying to get a ball on it, but it's going to be cleared by Bosley. Michigan trying to build something here. Callie Burrell on the sideline. Can she get a breakaway here? Can she do something with it? Currently facing 3 defenders, trying to get something off before pressure sets. Deflected off, but able to push it out to Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang trying to make something happen, steps over the ball. She's going to have 3 defenders on her as well, and it's going to roll out closest to us in the press box. Going to go out of bounds on Indiana. Now we're going to see Lily Bosley down the line, trying to put it across, puts it across. Can someone get there? And no one home. Unfortunately, a beautiful ball played by the Rochester Hills native Lily Bosley, but no one home to tap it in.
What a great opportunity. They were moving real fast there, trying to catch Indiana off guard, and it really did. I want to say Lily missed the net by like a foot. That was a great opportunity.
Great ball.
But going back to the original shot, Jenna Lang with amazing footwork over in the corner of the box, just couldn't get around the 3 Hoosier defenders that were basically on top of her. But amazing opportunity by Michigan. They're putting together a lot of stuff. Again, have dropped further down the scoreboard 2-0, but they're looking much better than the first half, and I would expect to see them continue that for the next 36 minutes.
Rainey on the kick, taking her time. It's going to go just before halfway line. Elle Irvin's going to get it off of a deflection. She's going to look for Gabrielle Pritch. Pritch going to run into 2 Hoosiers. Now we're going to see Haggerty driving up the middle, looking left, trying to open up the field. She's going to play a little chip ball over, and we're going to see some offsides call here. A great offsides trap set by Michigan's defensive line. We've seen that this season, and it worked out on that play. I think they were banking on it a little too much on that previous play where we saw that second goal for the Hoosiers, but it is going to work in their favor on that one, Zach.
Yes, but this time, Gabby, Ledwith had so much of a lead. It looked like she had a police escort to the net, which is usually, okay, she might be offsides. So that was a much easier call.
Fife on the clear. It's going to go right to Ham. Anaya Lee going to step up into the deflection. Lang trying to get a piece of it. It's going to be a little bit of pitter-patter play. No one able to really possess the ball right now. Anaya Lee on the throw-in. Alliteration. Trying to get either side to control the ball here. It's going to be Jenna Lang on the ball, trying to look for someone to do. Steps over, pushes right, pushes it behind her. Now she's going to be on a breakaway, playing a great ball for Pritch. Pritch, oh, with a great move. Oh, but it unfortunately goes out. Easily beating her defender there. Unfortunately, it is going to roll out of bounds a little. A great call by our officials there, seeing that. And we are going to have a goal kick.
Just tapped it a little too much on the edge there, trying to get around the defender, so it rolled out by just a tiny bit. Great opportunity there from Pritch, however.
We're seeing Rainey so far so good, possibly struggling with her kicks a little. She's going to, oh! She is going to pass it off to Elbert. Elbert not able to get it off quick enough. Elle Irvin executing her speed there, able to deflect that, and it will be another kick. Let's see if Rainey takes it or if she tries to kick it off to Elbert again here. Elbert standing in the box as if that's going to be the case again. Taking their time. Irvin looks ready to pounce. She is ready to pounce. Playing it out wide to Velchek. Velchek clearing it, trying to get it to Neighbors. Neighbors with 2 on, and she's just going to have to kick it out.
Vilcek wearing a Batman-style mask. I think
that's recovering from a nose break.
From a broken nose, yeah. Indiana, a lot of banged-up players. Broken nose for
someone who
Vilcek.
used to play soccer. I always wanted to wear one of those. I thought it was super intimidating.
Grace Ham is playing with a cast on her right hand, so a little bit of a banged-up Hoosier squad here.
It's an intimidation tactic, Zach.
Yeah. No, it's actually fake. They're completely healthy.
And
it's
working.
To think they are hurt.
Well, for a team that's beat up, they're definitely showing more aggression, so credit to them. Neighbors with a header from a throw from Velchek. It's going to be intercepted by the Wolverines, except sent into the middle straight to Hoosier territory. We're going to see Callie Burrell try and come back and help Anaya League on defense here, and it will roll out, being a Wolverine throw. Anaya League taking it, trying to connect with a substitution for the Wolverines there. That is now going to be Beanie Harshey.
B. Harshey, the sophomore, has seen more playing time recently. She didn't play a lot her freshman year, coming off the bench very late, but this year still not starting. However, they're using her a lot more earlier in the game.
Completely agree. Callie Burrell on the ball, trying to build something. She's going to be forced back, trying to find someone. Anaya League tightly covered as well, so that's not going to be the option. We're going to pass, try and do a give and go around Neighbors, but she is everywhere, intercepting it. Now it's going to have an offensive opportunity for the Hoosiers, and Sophie Homer steps up with no question, clearing it out. Now it's going to be Anaya League clearing it.
Great job by League to stop that breakup. That cross into the box was absolutely insane. If she was an inch further away, it was going to be absolutely nailed into the corner by Ledwith.
We're going to see Michigan scrambling to try and get out of this box, but it seems like the Hoosiers are everywhere right now, at least able to get a foot on it to keep it in their offensive half. Now we're seeing a shot by the Wolverines in a clearance by Campbell Jewell. If Campbell Jewell wasn't there, we definitely could have seen a shot executed by the Hoosiers. We saw two in the box there trying to put on offensive pressure. Ella Stanley was creeping out that back door, trying to get a foot on it.
Campbell Jewell is my GOAT. We have no other defender that is as consistent as her in terms of being in the right place and stopping rushes.
Neighbors trying to get a head on it. Lily Bosley trying to get a head on it. She clears it, but it is going to still be won by the Hoosiers. Chatterton on that ball. She's going to flick it in, but it is going to be easily recovered by Homan. Homan trying to take her time, let her team get up the field. We're starting to see a little bit of tiredness here, Zach, as they push up the field. Homan punts it, booting it over half, trying to reach El Irvin. It's going to be headed off. Grezak from Indiana. Oh, we're going to see a little bit of a push there. If anything could have been called a foul yet in this game, I think it would have been that, however.
Yeah,
that was not the
keeps
case.
Getting in a lot of these situations where she just throws someone to the ground, whether she means to or not. Just she's involved a lot of the time.
Irvin on the ball, passing it back to Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang looking for cross, and she executes it. Callie Burrell on the header. Oh, and it goes over the net.
Great setup, Gabby. Just too much power on the header, and again, a header is very hard to judge how much power you're going to put on it. They're getting so close. They just need to be able to finish, which again, by and large, has been their problem all year. They're great all the way up until actually putting it into the back of the net, which is kind of the most important part. But they're so close. They just got to tighten some stuff up.
I mean, in my opinion, Zach, the hardest part of a header is the contact. I mean, if you don't hit the right spot on your head, it is incredibly hard to control it and control where you're placing it. So we're kind of trying to see Michigan, though, beat Indiana at their own game. So that's kind of interesting to see. It scrabbles on in to Michigan's defensive half again. We're trying to see them build up through. However, it's going to be maintained and possessed by the Hoosiers again. Anaya League able to make a little slide tackle play there, but it is deflected off her and will ultimately be a Hoosier throw-in.
And now with under 30 minutes to play in the second half, still the scoreboard is 2-0, but it's a very even game. Nobody can really get full momentum. It's such a
Haggerty on the throw.
Back and forth.
Pass back to Haggerty, trying to build with him on the side. Callie Burrell's going to let it roll out for a goal kick from Homan. We're going to see a substitution for the Wolverines here. We are seeing Erin Junkman for Vicky Jones, as you could probably hear from the net mic.
So Erin Junkman, usually a defender, she's replacing Vicky Jones, so I don't know if they're going to play her at midfield for a little bit. It looks like they are. That's what she's going to do. So stepping up a little bit, Erin Junkman is.
No one able to win that kick from Homan. Michigan trying to build up from the back, spreading out Indiana. Able to connect with Wallach. Pushing it out to Junkman. Junkman looking to build back in the middle, trying to switch sides, connecting with Jenna Lang, but it's intercepted by the Hoosier defense. Fife on the ball, playing it back to Homan. Homan looking to make a play, pushing it up the field for Wallach, but no one able to get it. It's going to be a header battle in the middle. Ultimately won by Wallach. Wallach trying to build to the right, finding Callie Burrell. Burrell on a breakaway. Can she do something? Putting in the box for a cross. Jenna Lang. Oh, and she just able to trap it with her chest, but it bounces a little too far out of her control for a shot. And it's going to be Michigan scrambling as Indiana has a break attack. However, Anaya League breaks it up. Gets it to Wallach. Wallach looking to make something happen. Another beautiful cross to Burrell. Burrell. And she buries it! Left corner, a beautiful finish from Callie Burrell. Calm, collected, Aydin in slow motion, able to sink that in the lower left corner.
What just an absolute beautiful tic-tac-toe play on all sides. Everyone involved doing an absolutely amazing job, from the placement of the pass to Callie Burrell just absolutely placing it right in the corner, the only open spot. Everyone really played that perfectly. I want to say it looked like it was Elle Irvin who placed that ball. I'll correct myself in a second if I'm wrong. But
oh, and it's going to the box. I think they might be seeing if there is an offsides call here, Zach.
They're going to give Anaya League that assist, which...
Oh, I wonder if they're looking...
Oh, there's no way. If that's offsides,
if they are
by a
looking
blade of grass.
for if Irvin is offside somehow. A lovely finish from Burrell, though. Really
Absolutely
trying to
amazing finish
see.
from Burrell.
There was a little bit of space from graduate student Rainey. Usually keepers don't leave that much space when they are that close to the front post, and so is the player that is putting a shot on him. However, she utilized that little gap between the post and Rainey and snuck it through, and it ultimately landing in the back left corner of the net, and it will be a goal for the Wolverines. We're not sure what they were checking here, but it is confirmed a goal, and it will be a kickoff for the Hoosiers. Zach, you were saying?
I think Rainey was just overwhelmed because they sent it back and forth across the field twice to the point where she was like, I don't know what's happening. And so just by the time it got over to Callie and she was able to just launch it, and like Sally Rainey did as good a job as could be expected. I don't think it was just her making a mistake. It was her just being so overwhelmed, to which at this level, even at Big Ten D1 soccer, you're going to have issues with that. This isn't Hope Solo.
I was going to say, you could put Hope Solo there, you could put anyone you want there, and it is still difficult to make a save on that goal when you know there's people behind you and you have a presence right in front of you. All right, we're going to see Indiana kick off here, trying to make something happen. They are starting to look a little bit more frantic in this scenario, even though they are up 2-1. But statistically speaking, 2-1 is the best opportunity to capitalize as the losing team in a soccer match. It is a really good position to put yourselves in because one goal is tied up and you have all the momentum. So it's a scary position right now for the Hoosiers, although they are up 1. Valchek's going to try and build through the back, getting it to Haggerty. Haggerty trying to put it through a clear to give an offensive attempt for the Wolverines, but it's going to be headed out by Anaya League. Anaya League now trying to clear it. And it's going to be intercepted by Haggerty again. We're going to see a throw in. Looks like it's going to be taken by Burrell. But we are seeing some substitutions, so although they tried to throw it in quick and build some play there quick, it's not going to be the case.
Ella Sims is going to come back on here, and as you kind of touched on, I just want to expand. Indiana leading 2-1, but still at this point, Michigan seems like they have all the momentum, and Michigan is dominating the shot game 8-5, and that's just the shots on goal. Michigan has the opportunity to really take the reins with the last 26 minutes or so remaining in this game. They really got to just step up and take advantage.
They do. So Lily Bosley out now. Ella Sims in for her. We're going to see playing through the back. Campbell Jewell trying to connect with Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang trying to do a quick move. Works her way around. Oh, another move. And she is feeling good with her footwork today. And it's going to be punched out by the goalkeeper, but she is ultimately going to also punch out Ella Irvin, but they're going to call that too much conflict and obstruction.
Yeah, it was more that
the keeper.
Elle Irvin was in
her way
the goal
of
box,
making the save.
So you got to afford Sally Rainey the opportunity to punch that away, to which she still was able to, but the contact after is going to give Indiana the ball.
Correct. So now we're going to see a start from Indiana's defensive end. Rainey on the kick. Rainey's ball landing a little bit short. Indiana able to pick it up though. Valchek trying to clear it, trying to put up a ball for Ledwith, their leading goal scorer. Anaya League though says no and clears it out. Hoosiers just booting it out, trying to make something happen. Michigan putting on really strong offensive pressure, making them a little scrambled. A little give and go action by Jewell, Lang, and Sims. Sims trying to break free, and a beautiful ball. An attempt for a give and go opportunity, but a little placed out of bounds, and it is going to roll out of bounds. We're trying to see Jenna Lang, Campbell Jewell, and Ella Sims connect on the left side of the field closest to our broadcasting booth right now, but it's not going to work. Throw in by Valchek, going to be headed in one by the Wolverines. We're going to see Wallach pass back to Lang. Lang playing a ball over for Irvin. Irvin trying to make a cross happen, trying to build something. Crosses it in, but no one home, only Hoosier territory. And it's going to go out, resulting in a throw-in. Addie Wallach a little slow to get up.
Yeah,
Will we see possibly another substitution, Zach?
She was taken down behind the play, looked a little frustrated. She's now going to be taken out in exchange for Sierra Sargent. But again, Jenna Lang's doing a great job of getting herself open and trying to cross it. She's got to get a little air on the ball. She sends it right into the knees.
Yes, Addie Wallach is going to come out. Sargent's going to come in for her. Lang with a cross. Oh, actually, more than a cross, it took a little bit more left than she intended, and it will be a shot that hits side netting, going out for a goal kick from Rainey.
Jenna Lang with a couple opportunities here in the last couple of minutes. Just all of them have been a little bit to the left. Jenna's got to just curve it to the right, just a tiny bit, and then she's going to be perfect.
Droner's also going to come in for the Hoosiers right now, taking out Olivia Smith. She'll be stepping in the midfield, so we're seeing some new feet in the midfield right now on both teams, some new matchups. We're going to see a kick taken by Elbert instead of their keeper again.
Sally Rainey, not being critical, just observational, clearly does not have the strongest leg in the world, as like every goal kick that she takes doesn't even make it to the halfway point, and they usually favor for having one of the Hoosier defenders take it.
I agree. That's something important to know. A lot of teams, sometimes goalies can't do that. We're going to have to see their center back fill in that void, which we are today. But it's hard when you're comparing with a goalie like Sophie Holman, who has an absolute boot on her, and she can really clear it. Anaya League passing it back to Holman. Holman looking to clear the ball. She clears it. It's going to go over halfway. Irvin on the ball, but it's going to be a push from behind. Valchek, that every time at the end of the day is going to be a foul.
Belichick's slowly turning into Draymond Green today in terms of how much he just has contact with other people. Not saying there's malicious intent, but again, there's a common denominator I'm starting to see where Belichick is in every single contact situation.
Well, we're seeing Belichick and Irvin go at it a lot today.
Yeah, also Sophie Holman is now up at the center line for some reason. So talking about that strong leg, she's about to take a shot from center field.
She's taking this ball. I think that's honestly the best choice to do. Have Campbell Jewell in this opportunity to step up a little more. Unfortunately, it is going to go left, though, not allowing anyone to really have an attempt at finishing that or following that.
Yeah, but that kind of highlighted your point, Gabby, where Sophie Holman has got ridiculous power.
Yeah.
So she's able to almost get it on net from center
Keep in
field.
mind, yes, it didn't even bounce until it went out of bounds. So
had the distance, just not the accuracy.
And now we're going to actually see Rainey try and take one of her own. Let's see where it lands.
Something's going on.
I think they're mad with how much time they're trying to waste. Now we're going to see Burrell try and connect with Irvin. Irvin, high pressure from Valchek. She's going to pass it to Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang's going to try and take her time, look for something to happen, look for something to open up. She's going to take on two defenders, passing it back. And it's going to land in the box. Taken over by the Hoosiers. We are going to see Junkman try and step in there. Junkman not able to have anything happen. Sargent trying to connect. Sims trying to connect. Connects with League. League on the ball. A shot! And it's deflected by the Hoosiers. Now we're going to see Ella Irvin try and get something. There was a little bit of offsides by the Wolverines, so they knew they couldn't press that ball. That is why there was a little bit of slow delay there and why no one followed his shot.
Beanie Harshey had to pull up just a little bit. If she touched it, would have been offsides.
Correct. Now it's going to be a Nia League on the header. Not able to win it, but it reflects out for Callie Burrell. Callie Burrell trying to make something happen. Takes on her defender. Crosses it. Ella Irvin has a head on it, but unfortunately flicks it wider left of the goal. Ella Irvin looks very frustrated in this match right now, Zach.
Very. I guess she wanted that so bad. Great attempt. Just the Hoosier defenders absolutely gave her no room to really jump towards it. But again, great setup by Callie Burrell. And just had trouble finishing it, but that wasn't Michigan's fault. Great defense by the Hoosiers there.
Yes.
Just got to keep replicating that. Eventually, one's got to go in.
Completely agree. They're frustrating the Hoosiers. The Hoosiers haven't had an offensive opportunity in a while, so we are seeing the Wolverines kind of steal that offensive narrative right now. With 21 minutes to go, we are seeing another substitution. Ella Jablinski is back in, taking out Jenna Lang. We're going to see a little bit of a fall from Campbell Jewell. Quick recovery, still making it Michigan possession. Building out from the back, we have it all the way back to Sophie Holman. Holman passes it back to Fife. Fife dribbling up the field, trying to make something happen. She's going to play it to Junkman. Junkman taking her time, looking for a pass. It's going to go to Sims. Sims is going to go to Burrell. Burrell trying to make something happen. Dribbles up the middle, and she's going to get it taken away by Grezak. Grezak trying to make something happen, and it's stolen by Ella Irvin. Irvin on the ball. A shot. And it's wide left. Irvin with a great move, stealing the ball, quickly delivering it from her right foot to her left foot, controlling with her left and ripping a shot with her right foot right away, wasting no time, but it is going to go wide left. We're seeing Indiana's defense look a little frazzled. They're not having as much time as they had on the ball in the first half, Zach.
And we're seeing a theme, Gabby, where they're getting so many opportunities, but everything goes wide left. Kind of reminds me of the Buffalo Bills 4 Super Bowls, but they really just got to put it on net because everything's going just a tad bit to the left.
I'm a professional. That was rage bait, but I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let it work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Happy thoughts. It's going to be deflected off of Valchek's nose mask for a Michigan throw-in. Sargent on the ball, trying to cross something in. It's going to be deflected and picked up by Rainey. However, Hershey with a lovely slide tackle, trying to get contact on that ball.
I love Beanie's aggressiveness she's shown this season.
She has.
The more she develops as a player, the more she just goes after people. She's like a rat, and it's awesome. That's like the best role to have. It's like a Brad Marchand hockey type. That's basically what she does.
We're going to see an out of bounds and a substitution during this throw-in. We are going to see Stanley come back into this game.
Just about 18:50 remaining in the second half. Michigan's got to start thinking about, I mean, not that they're not being aggressive. They got to start hurrying it up a little bit here.
As if that couldn't be Jablinski definitely showing aggression in this game. She is not afraid. And I can't say I would do the same. As someone who played soccer, if I went down nearly as hard as she did, I would not be showing as much aggression as she is. So I give her credit there. Holman easily able to scoop up the results of that Indiana Hoosiers throw-in. And she is taking her time trying to get her team to recuperate and get this ball. It's going to be won by the Hoosiers, though. We're going to see them try and build in the middle. League intercepting it. And since League stepped up and intercepted that, it's going to create a shooting opportunity for Grezak. Grezak, oh! And Grezak misses wide right, just barely inches away from the right post.
Great job by Sophie Homan there, Gabby, making herself look big, getting up real close, not standing back in the net, just decided to close the gap. And so there was no option but to shoot it, and it just went a little wide right.
Grezak looking in shock that she couldn't put that one away. And she looks frustrated. Anaya League able to step into that gap, but it did leave her open, so that is something that the Wolverines are now going to have to account for with their 3 defensive back formation right now. Junkman trying to drive up the middle, looking for someone to pass to, trying to switch directions, pulls it back, looks left after driving right. However, it's going to be intercepted easily as there's not enough power on it by the Hoosiers. We're going to see the Hoosiers on an offensive attack by Chatterton. Chatterton plays it up all the way to Eiler. Eiler looking for something, crosses it, no one home. Pritch, or Fife trying to get something, trying to get it out. No one can get it out. The Wolverines cannot get it out, and then they do. They clear it, and it's going to be Hershey on it, trying to make something happen for Irvin, except it's going to be intercepted again by the Hoosiers.
Whoa.
Oh, we're seeing some 50-50 contact there. However, it's going to fall in the favor of the Hoosiers. That's unfortunate for the Wolverines there.
Let's just call a spade a spade. What a hip check by Ella Jablinski there. Just absolutely came in and just threw the body. Like
she did come in with a little bit more force. Yeah. I guess that could be fairly pushed on. Irvin trying to sell some time. She's going to step up close to that ball, forcing Indiana to ask for yards as she wants her team to regroup and kind of get in formation. As we know, the Hoosiers are strong at crossing. Valchek tries to put it in. Headed by the Hoosiers offensively. Puts off a shot, and it goes wide right. That shot seemed to be produced by Droner. Droner with the shot there.
Lily Bosley coming back.
Lily Bosley comes back in. I think we are seeing a little bit of a different strategy and our typical substitutions for the Wolverines, which better late than ever, I guess. But we are seeing our starters come back in, giving them a little bit of a break mid-game, which I do like, as opposed to taking them out with 10 minutes left.
I agree. It's kind of like subs in basketball where you give it a little break kind of into the second half and then bring them back fully rested for the last push.
And we really haven't seen this much, Zach, this season, so I'm really excited to see. Although it is taking quite near the end of the season, that switch as we are fighting for these points in Big Ten matchups.
Yes, but to be frank, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
And so by all means, try different strategies, see what works.
I completely agree. We're going to see a free kick after some more foul trouble for the Wolverines. So we're going to have the Hoosiers on this ball. Going to be put into Wolverine territory. Anaya League on the defense. However, a shot is still taken off, and it's going to go wide right. Holman almost putting a hand on that, but then realizing cannot give a corner away in this match. We know how strong these Hoosiers are on their passes in the box.
Especially when that shot was going to land in a different zip code regardless. Like, you really don't want to touch that. So great job by Sophie realizing what was happening.
Michigan struggling on winning Holman's balls in the middle. League passing back to Fife. Fife looking to clear it. Trying to hit Sargent. Sargent not able to get there. However, during that play, Jablinski, a little bit of behind-the-back pressure, a two-handed push by Kim, resulting in a free kick for the Wolverines. Campbell Jewell on this ball. Michigan looking a little tired, not facing the ball as they slowly walk to the box, but they need to pick it up and make something happen here if they want to have an opportunity to score. Jewell with the ball. It's a little short, curving right. Sims still able to get a body on it. Bosley on the ball, looking back to Jewell. Jewell pushing left. Hitting Sargent. Sargent, not able to get a piece of that ball, trying to make a move, but not realizing she had a defender right behind her.
Yeah, Sarah Sargent had to think that somebody was right behind her because that move doesn't make sense regardless. That's
and a two-handed push again by Valchek. You can't make it up. And another one back to back. It looks like we're going to have another card. This might be good night for Valchek. And the ref waves off his other card he was going to give. However, L. Irvin is not happy with Valchek's behavior.
Yeah, I've changed my mind, Gabby. Valchek's a goon. This is unbelievable. She just hits everybody, man.
After two-hand pushing L. Irvin for no reason, she turns around, walks away, and two-hand shoves after the whistle is blown. Beanie Hershey. Beanie on the kick. With Campbell Jewell. Both lined up. We will see who will take it. Valchek talking to the ref. The
Probably
ref
giving
walking
a warning.
back over.
If you do one more thing, it's going to be a red card.
I don't know how it's just a warning again. It's been a little bit of a pattern, but nevertheless, ref making sure everyone is positioned, correct yardage away from everything. We have 3 in the wall for the Hoosiers. Other than that, really tight man-to-man coverage. Breaking off, we have Hershey on the ball, and she passes it to Jewell wide. And it's going to be a ball played in, and unfortunate, and we might see a yellow card for Irvin here, as she did try and finish that ball, and she kicked Rainey on the way. That is every time, Zach, going to be a card.
No malicious intent there at all. Just the rule book is like, if you make contact with her like that in her own box, it's got to be a yellow
Every
card.
time, especially with the keeper, like any other sport, like hockey, like anything else, you really cannot. It's a protecting that keeper rule.
Absolutely. Obviously, no bad intentions there. Just got a little over-anxious trying to tie this game up with 13:40 remaining in the second.
Rainey playing it out wide to Valchek. Valchek getting some tight pressure by Irvin. And a slide tackle, she said denied. And it's going to go out for a throw-in by Valchek. We are definitely seeing tensions rise between those two right now, Zach. And I got to say, I'm loving it.
Yeah, tensions rising between Valchek and everybody on this Michigan team. As now Michigan's going to make a couple more substitutions. They're going to take out Beanie and I think Jablinski as well.
Yeah, Jenna Lang's going to be back in, and Pritch is going to be back in as well. So 2 of their very strong offensive threats and starters are now back in this game. Fife chasing after a ball. Ham tight on her trails, and she's just going to have to clear it out. Ham looking to receive this throw in. We're unable to see who is taking the throw in for the Hoosiers right now. But it looks like it goes to Ham. Ham plays it in, but it's going to be intercepted by the Wolverines. Cleared over to Irvin, who has tight pressure from Valchek. Beats Valchek, however, it goes back to the Hoosiers. cleared over. Campbell Jewell goes down. Bosley on the ball off of deflection. She's going to drive up the middle. Passing it to Burrell. Burrell, can she win in this foot race? Burrell does win in this foot race. She secures a touch, and it's going to roll down that sideline. And she's trying to make a cross. She makes the cross. And this might be another yellow card for the Wolverines as Rainey is really just getting, and it's a red card.
It's a red card?
It's a red card. I believe that was a red card, Zach.
That's not a red card. It's a yellow card, again, due to the rule. The fans are booing.
I don't know. I
It's
might have
in the box.
seen
That
a
was not a red card.
card.
However, Sally Rainey is taking a beating.
She is taking a beating right now.
Absolutely. She gets getting hit every time Michigan has a shot.
We're not sure what card was given there, folks,
I'm
but based
almost
off the
positive
reaction,
that was a yellow card. Because, yeah, she's not coming off the field.
I
It was
did
just a
see
yellow.
a red-looking card come out of his pocket. I will say that.
It was just a
Our
yellow
view
card.
is a little
because
hard from here.
Just, of course, same thing as last time, the in-the-box rule.
Oh, it is a yellow card. Sorry about that, folks. But it is going to be cleared out.
Yeah, if they gave her a red card for that, that'd be ridiculous. But
I thought it was almost from the fan reaction because I could see that being a yellow card. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, by the rule, it is a yellow card. The fans are just upset because this is obviously a Michigan home game.
We're going to see Indiana's offense try and make something happen. The wind is picking up, though, so their crosses are posing to be not as effective. Jenna Lang easily able to beat off any offensive pressure by the Hoosiers. She trying to make something happen, passes it straight back to Haggerty. Haggerty trying to make something happen, but just has to kick it out. Irvin on the throw. Gonna go to Sargent. Passing it back, a beautiful give and go opportunity to Irvin. Irvin with a shot! And it goes right post. However, Rainey says no and punches it wide. This will be a corner opportunity for the Wolverines, but a great save by Sally Rainey, the graduate goalkeeper.
Absolutely amazing save. That's the only reason why this game is not tied. What a shot from probably 10 feet outside the 18-yard box. Amazing diving opportunity or effort there by Sally Rainey to keep that one out. Great job.
Captain Jenna Lang on this corner. Tight man-to-man coverage in the box. 4 in front, 1 on back post. Indiana doesn't want anything to happen. It's going to be a tight post ball played in, however, deflected off by the Hoosiers. Going to be back out to Jenna Lang. She has another shot. Again, denied by Olivia Elbert. Jenna Lang again trying to make something happen. Builds it all the way back to Lily Bosley. Going to be denied again. It's going to be a deflection.
There's so much happening
for the
all at
Hoosiers,
once.
almost in their favor for a breakaway. However, it was a handball, which will make Michigan have a free kick here. Let's see if they can make something happen. Jewell is going to be on the kick here, Zach.
With 10 minutes remaining, by the way, Sophia Homan is now approaching the center line very far from her goal, so they might think about bringing her up as an extra attacker soon.
I don't think Zach and I would ultimately be that shocked if she put up a goal, or at least a shot.
At some point, yeah.
Jewell with the cross, chips it in. Irving not able to get a foot on it. A little too much oomph on that kick by Jewell.
Just literally a foot out of Elle Irvin's reach,
Almost
Gabby.
beautifully played.
If it was the tiniest bit closer, she was going to be able to knock that in.
Sargent, after putting up some great hustle, is going to come off, and Addie Wallach is going to come back in for the Wolverines. So we are seeing basically the starting lineup for the Wolverines return to the field with 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Hoosiers 2, Wolverines 1. We are going to see an obvious two-hand push from League, resulting in a free kick for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't at least like a warning or anything, because I
Me neither, because that was just, the ball wasn't even quite there yet. That was a little, you could just see some frustrations leaking from both teams there. Haggerty on this ball, pushes it up the field. Won by Hoosiers, however, won on the second ball by Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang booting it out. Rainey's there, though. Going to use her hands and pick it up. She's going to trap it with her foot, go to the side of her box, and drag some time out there. Pritch running up, putting some tight pressure so she can't allow the clock to run too much. Burrell! Burrell intercepts it with a shot! Oh, and it hit back post! And it hits back post!
Oh my God!
Almost
It
a
was
copy and paste of her first goal. However, it hits back left post, ricocheting in front of the box. Defensive bodies from the Hoosiers there, not allowing a second shot to come off. It's going to be sent into the box again. No one home. It's going to roll out. Zach,
was a golden
what
opportunity.
just happened?
It was a great job by Sally Rainey doing the same thing that Sophie did a little bit ago, just closing the gap between her and Callie Burrell, making it so she had to just tuck it into the left, and it was just enough space where it hit the post. So close, but it was due to the goalkeeping effort by Sally Rainey, just not giving Callie Burrell anywhere to shoot that as she approached her. So close, though.
So close. Almost copy and paste of her last goal, Zach.
Indiana now clearly.
Michigan Wolverines fans clearly upset with how they were trying to run the clock, trying to count and force her. Going to be won by the Wolverines, though, this kick. Jenna Lang down the side. Quick step over, pushes it left, crosses it in. Callie Burrell! Backdoor finishes it! Right corner, securing a goal for the Wolverines. Callie Burrell off of an assist by Jenna Lang.
She didn't get it the first time, but she was going to make sure she got it the second. What an
She
absolute
said, "No
setup
more
there,
posts."
backdoor. Oh my gosh. Incredible job. Michigan had all the momentum there, and they were going to capitalize eventually. It was just a matter of when, not if. Amazing job by them tying this up with just about a little over 7 to go. Oh my gosh. Incredible job by everyone involved, Callie Burrell especially, to put that one in.
And just like that, folks, with 7 minutes, 31 seconds into the second, it is 2-2, Zach. We are all tied up. Michigan is still dominating in shots. And just like that, it's that 2-1 lead I was telling you in soccer. The hardest score to face. Michigan has all the momentum.
Absolutely, as Indiana's going to call a timeout here just to regroup. And we didn't mention it specifically, but huge atta-girl to Jenna Lang, crossing that basically directly onto Callie Burrell's foot. Like, you couldn't have walked over and placed it any better. Like, goes in hand with what I was saying. Great job to everyone involved in that play. Just an absolute masterpiece in terms of offensive play calling.
Although it might be Cartoon Classic night as the promotion for today's game, Zach, we are seeing some more upbeat songs to celebrate
Yeah, everyone's
Michigan
into it
having
now.
a chance back in this game. We're seeing Indiana take a huddle on the sideline closest to their bench. Seeing some frustrations leak out. Seeing some really red faces from all players. Everything kind of being put out there right now. Everything on the line. And just like that, Zach, it is anyone's game.
Anyone's game, but now Michigan has all the momentum.
They do.
I would not be surprised if they make a push here with 7.5 remaining to try and take a win. I think at this point, no one's satisfied with the draw. You both played your absolute hearts out. Somebody wants to win this, and right now, Michigan is in the driver's seat. Just a matter of them not taking their foot off the gas and taking advantage of Indiana clearly being flustered. They admit that by taking a timeout just to regroup. Michigan is ready to go, and they're probably going to look to put something in the back of the net here in the next 7 minutes just to take home the victory.
I completely agree. I think it's also important to note that traditionally we have seen both of these teams kind of go out with 4 in the back as their defensive line. We have seen both teams line up from the first half to the second half as a 3-3-4. Very unique, especially from the Wolverines season. We never have really seen only 3 defensively as their presence. So we are seeing them kind of try and see how much more they can make happen and how many more offensive opportunities they can create by just adding another body up there. We're seeing kind of a long pause here before we begin. The ref.
I don't know if the ref's looking at something. Oh, what was first a timeout? Now he's talking to the Indiana bench, it looks like.
Yeah, talking to the Indiana bench. I'm not sure what is happening there. We're not able to totally see, folks. Our apologies. However, we should be starting again momentarily.
Indiana coach very heated. You've got to calm down a little bit. During the Michigan State game on Thursday that I called with our good friend Jaden Fody, Michigan State's coach Jeff Hosler actually got a yellow card for bickering at the ref. So got to calm down here if you're Josh Reif for the Indiana Hoosiers.
You do. Essentially, as a coach, something you don't want to do is lose your composure like that. And it is a goal confirmed. It is a Michigan goal. I think the coach
I didn't know.
Josh Reif, I didn't even know it was under review. I think
Yeah.
Josh Reif was trying to use some persuasion there to try and get it his way, but his frustrations are ultimately leaking out, and as a coach, you really cannot allow that to happen, as that's just going to go on to your players and make them more frustrated rather than want to play harder.
Either way, it counts. Kelly Burrell, second goal of the game, third of the season. Great
Correct.
job.
Indiana kickoff's going to go immediately to the Michigan Wolverines. Going to be cleared by Fife. Now it's going to be built up into a play by the Wolverines. Burrell on the ball trying to make something happen. It's going to deflect off a Hoosier, and it's going to go into Michigan's defensive end. Fife again on the ball. She's going to clear it. She's going to get it to Burrell. Burrell with plenty of space and time is going to drive up the field. Passing it into space for Ella Sims. She's going to go down. It looks like she got a little tripped up there, and it's going to be Petrell on the ball, passing it down the line for the Hoosiers. It's going to be cleared into their box, easily picked up by Holman.
Indiana shown here, they're not just going to roll over and let Michigan score another goal. They are just as aggressive as they were before.
Yeah, they
they're
don't
not
look
gonna
defeated at all.
They're not going to let Michigan get all the momentum here.
It might have just ignited their spark a little bit more. They really do not want Michigan to capitalize off of this momentum opportunity. Wallach trying to get a piece of this header. It's going to go out for an Indiana Hoosier throw, and Valchek on the throw. She's going to put it in. Jewel's going to easily swipe that one up. Lang on the ball, clearing it into space, trying to get Pritch an opportunity. She backdoor kicks it with her heel. Irvin on the ball, passes it to Burrell. Burrell trying to take on her 1v1 and chips it just over the net. A lovely play by Gabrielle Pritch, using the back of her heel to flick it out behind the defender she was taking to leave so much open space for Irvin. I am shocked she didn't take a shot there. Vicki Jones is going to come in for Ella Sims. Now we officially have, I believe, the whole entire starting roster for the Wolverines.
Absolutely, and just a little too antsy there, I think. Wanted to hurry it up and get that shot off. They got to take their time and get one on net.
Completely agree. Burrell building up the side. She's going to connect with Irvin, but it's going to go over to Haggerty. A little miscommunication between defenseman and goalkeeper for the Hoosiers. They're ultimately going to be able to work it out and shield off Pritch. Great defensive job by Elbert, and Haggerty providing a little wall there for Rainey to securely grab that ball. That's always a stressful moment there for the defense. It's going to be a ball up in the air, not necessarily possessed by either team. Indiana officially able to capitalize and possess it. However, Jewel steps in, intercepting it. Pritch is going to be alone, marked with 3. League heads it out to Jewel. Jewel trying to make something happen. Tight pressure. Neither team really able to make something happen here. Jewel boots it up the sideline. However, Elbert's going to be there to head it out and say no. Pritch getting on that header with tight coverage from Velchek, trying to make something happen. Pushes it right. Puts a shot off. And it's flicked upwards. Easily able to be caught by Rainey. Not enough power on that. I don't think she had a great enough angle to get a great shot there, but still trying to put on an opportunity. It is now 13-8 in shots. Michigan dominating still. It's going to be a goal kick. Won by the Wolverines, but deflected, bouncing around, not really controlled by either team. Wallach able to get that ball, taking off 2 defenders, leaving Pritch with so much space in the front. She's going to try and cross it in for Burrell. Burrell's going to try and spin off and put off a ball for Wallach. Wallach with a shot, and it's blocked by Petrell. Petrell pushing it out, and it's going to be Ham. Ham trying to get something to happen. Pritch with a shot opportunity, and it trickles on into Rainey. Wow. Zach, we are seeing so much happen in 30 seconds. Pritch a little slow to get up here, and same with Velchek, though.
Velchek has sent everyone else to the ground so she can sit down for a second, as now they're going to call the training staff.
It's a little nap time for a second, I guess.
Velchek still, maybe she didn't see exactly what happened, but she's like grabbing her foot a little bit. They aren't going to fully bring the training staff out, just give her a second to maybe compose herself a little bit. She seems to be up and okay.
It's going to be a goal kick all the way down to Neighbors. Neighbors trying to make something happen. She passes it off, but it's going to be intercepted by 3 Wolverines. Wallach trying to desperately get it out, connects with Irvin, but it's not going to be controlled enough. Easily taken over by Velchek. Trying to bounce it in. It's going to be a 50-50 challenge between Velchek and Irvin. Irvin able to win it. It's going to go to Pritch. Pritch has 5 on her currently. She's going to try and look for something to happen. No one there, though. She's going to have to pass it back to Jenna Lang. Jenna Lang with a cross to Burrell. Can she get there? And it's going to be intercepted by the Hoosiers. Hoosiers trying to make something happen. Not enough on that ball. Lang. Oh, unable to get a proper footing on it, and it's going to trickle out, deflected off of her.
Very unfortunate as
We're
hit
going to see
under 3
Ham.
minutes remaining.
Ham, the defenseman who has been playing offensively almost all game except for the start of this second half, is now coming off the field. An interesting strategy by the Hoosiers. Must be just because she's winded, because she has been a really strong offensive presence for the team this game. We're going to see a throw-in for the Hoosiers. And a two-handed push yet again by Wallach.
Yeah.
A lot of two-hand shoving in this game. Traditionally something you should not do in soccer, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of fouls in this game. I'm excited to see the score bug after this.
With 2.5 remaining, can't do something dumb now. Like, you got to absolutely empty the tank is what I'm trying to say.
Agreed. Albert with a beautiful ball. This could be troublesome for the Wolverines, but no, says Sophie Homan. And
Great
she
job,
scoops it up. Landing on the ball, easy peasy. Quickly booting it.
Wow.
Biggest punt I've ever seen in my days. Wow. All the way back.
Like we were talking about earlier, it's kind of ridiculous how far she can kick the ball.
She was midair when she kicked that, too. That was just picture perfect, honestly. Wolverines clearing the ball. Fife connects with Lang. Lang, double manned. She's going to get sandwiched, and that is immediately a foul for the Wolverines. We're going to see Jewel quickly scoop this up, try and make something happen. Indiana says no, no. They're trying to put a number in front. Kennedy Neighbors trying to stand close to the ball.
1:48 remaining. You got to go quick
Jewel
now.
doesn't want to waste time. Doesn't ask for yards. She's just going to try and boot it over. Neighbors boots it over. No problems. Irvin with the head. She looks two-handed push, but they're not going to call it that time. Lily Bosley trying to connect with the ball. And a 50-50 with Neighbors. Neighbors wins, but it goes back to Jewel. Jewel trying to make something happen. Passes it into trouble. However, it bounces out to Jenna Lang, who is wide open, trying to make something happen down the left sideline. Steps right, pushes left. Across. Put in. Oh, and a ball played into the box for Gabrielle Pritch. Pritch unable to get a proper footing on it. Flicks it up, but it is no troubles for Rainey. Rainey on the ball.
So close. Now a minute left. Gotta
punts it way over half. Biggest punt of her game today.
1 minute remaining in the game. 1 minute.
1 minute left. Both teams got to do something
Campbell
if they want to end in a draw.
Play it in to the half. It's just going to be a little bit of kickball here. Either team trying to make something happen. It could be an obstruction call there, but it's not going to be in the way of the Wolverines. And we're seeing a breakaway intercepted by Fife yet again, except some more greenery desperately cleared out by Fife. Going wide in the trees, we're going to have a throw-in for the Hoosiers. Hoosiers trying to make something happen, crossing it into the box. Cleared by Jenna Lang. A mistake from the Hoosiers. Could the Wolverines capitalize off of? No one home, though. Hoosiers seem to have all of the space. It looks like the Wolverines have kind of just parked the bus, trying to not allow any scoring opportunities to happen. We are going to see Grezak put something in. Not able to get a shot off. And a beautiful save by Lily Bosley while on the ground. Grezak trying to get a shot off, not able to. Neither team able to get another shot off. It is just going to result in a 2-2 draw. And that is it, folks.
The second the clock hits 0, 7 players from each squad just fall to the ground.
Collapsed.
Just pure exhaustion.
Had just collapsed. And to be honest, to all of the Wolverines fans filling the Michigan Soccer Stadium, this feels like a win.
Anything other than a loss is a win for Michigan women's soccer at this point. But amazing effort. Just as we saw, it was the same story where the play itself was phenomenal. Just a little trouble finishing, but all around great performance, especially in the second half by the team. Everyone did a phenomenal job.
I agree. I think we're seeing some good opportunities from both teams here. We are seeing kind of evenly matched teams. Going into this game, I was very excited to see how both would have to work around and react and respond to each other's gameplay, because we're seeing really similar strategies from both teams. Similar play, similar season outcomes. we're kind of seeing a lot of similarities between the two, Zach. So it was really a evenly fought match. What were your key takeaways from today?
Just absolutely amazing effort by everyone involved, especially MVP for Michigan is Callie Burrell with the 2 goals. Incredible job by the offense setting up absolutely everything. Indiana did a great job not rolling over. When they looked like they should have lost momentum, when Michigan took control, they were still in this. They were like, no, we're not going to just roll over. We're going to stay in this game. For 2 teams that have struggled for this season, absolutely great job by both squads to remain engaged the entire time and really just give it their all. As we saw from the pure exhaustion from people falling over when it was over, nobody let up off the gas. Everyone played amazing, and just very great job by everyone involved.
Completely agree. Michigan will now travel for a 2-game East Coast road trip starting next Thursday, October 16th at Maryland. The Wolverines will battle Rutgers on October 19th before wrapping up the regular season, which you can attend here at Michigan Soccer Stadium against Illinois on October 26th. So until then, it will be road games for the Wolverines. But then after that, they will have one final home game against Illinois.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. Looking to see if hopefully Michigan can end the season on a high note, send the seniors off good. Absolutely.
Hoping so.
Great job. Great squad we've got here.
Great squad. And I mean, we have some really strong players that have put up some record-breaking performances. 2-time Big Ten Goalkeeper of the Week, Sophie Homan. She was a key person we were talking about today. But she has been a Taryn Conference play, ranking 6th in save percentages and goal assist averages. Her total is 28 total saves against Big Ten opponents, which is insane. The 8th most among conference goalkeepers. So absolutely outstanding performance from her. And then second-year forward, who we also talked about today, Elle Irvin. She continues to pace Wolverine offense with team highs in shots. She also has the highest scoring Michigan sophomore percentage since Sammy Woods, with 14 totaled in 2021. So
what is it? That's high praise. Good company to be with.
Yeah. So she had 14 totaled, but 5 when she was a sophomore, which is just about what Elle Irvin has. So very impressive stats so far by this team.
Well, thank you for listening to our coverage of women's soccer today, everybody, for WCBN Sports. Big shout out to Gabby Miller. Her first play-by-play performance. Couldn't have done a better job.
And a big shout out to Zach Warshaw for his last coverage of women's soccer ever, not to be sappy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yes, have a great night.
2-2 final score here from Soccer Stadium. Thank you for listening to WCBN Sports, everybody. As always, we will leave you with a good night and a Go Blue.